And once again, we are continuing to follow the breaking news out of North Carolina. For the Amber Alert for a kidnapped baby has now been canceled, and we want to listen in on a news conference now from authorities there.
Danville, Virginia, on Sunday evening around shortly before 8 p.m. Abduction of the child and brought back into North Carolina. Ended up here in Randolph County. It was a great effort between the Randolph County Sheriff's Office partnering with the Danville Police Department, FBI, multiple task forces with the FBI, United States Secret Service, United States Marshal Service, Chatham, and Moore County Sheriff's Office and State Bureau of Investigation. All these agencies working in conjunction with each other worked tirelessly from early Monday morning through today, through now, and are still working as the case continues. Great cooperation between all of our agencies, great cooperation with our citizens, and thank you all for your help getting the message out through the Amber Alerts, as well as all of our media and social media and your live media, get the word out to our citizens. We had a lot of good tips throughout the night of some turned out. A lot of things we ran down all through tonight and all through yesterday and this evening to finally a good end to it. The child is in good health, has been taken to get a checkup to make sure that she's okay, but everything appears to be fine, and she's in protective custody and is very safe at this time. Mr. Kennedy is in custody at Randolph County Jail. The primary charging agency in this case would be the Danville Police Department in Virginia. And they'll be probably assisted by the FBI with any charges that may stem out of bringing the child across state lines. There'll be a due process once Mr. Kennedy will be arraigned here, and then Virginia will be making their procedures to probably take him back to Virginia to stand trial.
I know you said that Emma is doing just fine, but could you elaborate on that at all? I showed this beautiful picture for you.
Yeah, thank you. We have one of our officer, Jimmy Barnes, who entered the mobile home and saw the child and immediately grabbed her up and shielded her with great care, and she had a great smile on her face and appears to be in good shape, and there was certainly a great smile on our deputy's face as well of joy to find this child safe, as what we all wanted. One other thing I forgot to mention, that in an attempt to disguise, and Mr. Kennedy painted the gold Suzuki vehicle that he was driving, painted it black in an attempt to elude apprehension, but luckily through good police work and work of our citizens, that didn't work out for him.
Whose house was Kennedy at?
I don't have that information at this time. That's part of our investigation.
And do you believe that he was there this whole time?
Well, we think he's been mobile in several places, but that's part of the things that we'll be sorting out since we have him in custody now, be able to interview him and try to figure out where all he had traveled.
Did you get a chance to search the home? He has a list of charges for possession of cocaine and heroin. Did you find anything in that area, or did you have time?
Well, that's part of the process is ongoing. It'll take some time to finish up all those details.
And as far as these reports, in Oak Island, how far do you think that he really had gone?
Well, we don't feel like he went to Oak Island. We feel like he's probably been here since he came back from Virginia. He's been in Randolph County, possibly into Chatham. We had a sighting in Chatham and possibly Moore County, but we don't feel like he has left the Tri-County area since he came back.
Sheriff, that tipster clearly was super helpful to you and your officers.
Right.
What was it they noticed? Was it someone who was familiar with him, or just a lucky sighting?
We've had a couple sightings of people that said they knew Mr. Kennedy, and then we've had some that were based on the information that was provided through the media to possible sightings, and some, as a lot of these cases do, some sightings are where people see, and it turned out we had one early this morning that thought it was a positive ID, and we stopped the vehicle, and it was a innocent couple out of South Carolina. But that's just part of the investigation. But we follow up on every tip. We take every tip serious when it comes in, because we appreciate so much people getting involved to help us bring these cases to a safe resolution.
Can you speak to the nature of this last tip? The nature of this last tip, what it involved?
The tip came in from our citizen that had seen Mr. Kennedy there at the residence, and so that's where we acted on it.
So it was a neighbor or someone that lived near that home?
It's someone has related or interest in that property there. That's part of the ongoing thing now we're trying to figure out.
So did the person see Kennedy, or did they see this car?
It was a combination. They saw the car and him and the child.
And does the car have one of the license plates that we've been looking for?
Yes, it did. I don't have which one it was exactly in front of me.
Do you know how many tips came in the last few days?
Ooh, it's numerous. I can't give you a specific number, but we had numerous tips over the last hours.
Did Kennedy resist arrest at all?
He was brought into custody very quickly. As soon as we got, he didn't have time to really react much.
Once you got that tip that he was at this home, how long did it take before deputies got on scene to kind of assess the home there?
We've had officers out all day and all night patrolling areas and running down all types of tips. Once we got this information, we had officers close by, and we were able to set up perimeter pretty quickly.
How many officers went there?
Well, we had several officers around the perimeter, and probably had about 10, 12 officers all total around the area and at the residence, because you never know what you're going to run into. You got to be prepared.
What was his mental state like? What was his attitude and his outlook?
I think at the time he was, he seemed like somebody that's been on the run, you know, kind of that was tired, I guess.
But when your deputies came in, did he show any concern for his daughter at that point?
He didn't have a whole lot to say, and kind of not a whole lot of reaction, not a whole lot of expression.
At the house, there are knocked out windows. Was that part of this arresting him?
No.
Was there a car seat in the car? Because when he took her, he just grabbed her.
Yeah. Not to my knowledge it is, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
And then just to be clear, is there anything else you can tell us about whose home this was, what connection they might have?
Not at this time. That's part of the investigation. It's ongoing. It we'll have to complete before we release any of that information.
Was Kennedy and Emma Grace the only ones in the home?
No.
Can you say who else was in the house?
Not at this time. We're that's part of what we're working on now to finish things up.
Will the folks that are in that home face potential charges?
I can't speak to that at this time.
I know that you said that the charging jurisdiction with Danville. Will you
Yes.
assist in any way from here forth? Or
Sure. We'll be offering any assistance that they need as they transition through the what they have to do, and as long as he's here, he's in our custody, and we'll assist them in FBI in any way we can.
How soon could the little girl be with her mother?
Well, I can't speak to that. It shouldn't be too long, because she'll certainly is being notified that she is safe, and I'm sure she's probably on her way. I can't, don't know exact time frame, but she's in good care, being very well taken care of.
Do you know when the last time that Kennedy was arrested or actually in jail here? Because he had arrest warrants from March just of this year.
Yeah. The last record we have was May 25th.
What was that for?
He was, well, he actually came in and had a change of address. He's a registered sex offender.
And Sheriff, my apologies if you've already said this. The location of the home, that address, do you have that?
It's in the Randleman area. I don't have the specific address at this time.
And do you have a list of all the charges that Kennedy's facing now?
No, we don't, because it's Danville Police Department we haven't got their list of charges.
Anything else you'd like to say about how you all work together? You said 10 to 12 of your
Yeah.
own deputies here, but I'm sure
Right.
that FBI was here,
Sure.
other jurisdictions on our phone call waiting.
Yeah, all these folks that I announced previously were here. We've been, a lot of it going on right in this room here, and then some over in the county's new 911 center. They opened it up to allow to use that facility as well. Great cooperation, a lot of good police work, great communication. We were here up until early morning hours this morning. I was in here with them as well, and we were communicating with Chatham County Sheriff's Office, Moore County Sheriff's Office, and all members from all these other agencies were represented here in the room together. We had a good command system here. And information flowed very well. And it was a great, very smooth running operation, and came to a great resolution.
Which other departments and agencies specifically were at the house at the time of the arrest?
Randolph County Sheriff's Office, FBI, and SBI.
You said just trying to list off all the agencies, FBI,
Yeah, we had the Randolph County Sheriff's Office, multiple FBI task forces, United States Secret Service, United States Marshal Service, Danville Police Department, Chatham and Moore County Sheriff's Office, and the State Bureau of Investigation.
Sheriff, I gotten some information that Level Cross Elementary may have gone into a modified lockdown. Can you confirm if they did during the arrest process?
I don't have confirmation of that at this time. They weren't in any jeopardy, any of the schools or neighbors around at the time.
Can you say anything about anyone else who might face charges, maybe not at the house, but anyone else in relation to him being on the run?
Not at this time. That's part of the ongoing investigation till, since we have him now, get to interview him and see if there's anything else that's going to come from it besides the things that he will be charged with.
Were there any weapons found on him, near him in the home?
No.
And how long do we think that he was at this home?
We don't know. We feel like he probably just been there sometime today. It wasn't, don't have any information that he was there overnight or anything.
And was
All right, so things are starting to wind down. We've been watching a live news conference in North Carolina where the Amber Alert has been canceled. And just to recap what we've learned over the past few minutes, Danville police say that 51-year-old Carl Kennedy has been arrested in Randolph County after receiving a tip from the public. And with respect to that tip, we learned that a citizen, the sheriff's word, had seen Mr. Kennedy, saw the vehicle and saw the child being his 7-month-old daughter, Emma Kennedy, whom he kidnapped on Sunday night in Southside. Officers say the baby girl is in good health. We just showed you a picture of the girl with the deputy. The sheriff said that the deputy came in and scooped up the little girl, and she had a big smile on her face. So she doesn't appear to have been harmed through all of this. But again, they have had her checked out at the hospital. The sheriff said he did not know when Emma would be reunited with her mother, but he presumed that it would be soon and that her mother was on the way down there. In the meantime, the father is in jail and he will be extradited back to Virginia, where Danville police will be in charge of placing the charges and prosecuting this case. So tonight we will bring you live team coverage there from North Carolina, and here at home we have multiple crews in various locations, and it all starts on 10 News at 5 o'clock. In the meantime, to stay up to date on this developing story, you can also download the 10 News app or go to WSLS.com or check out the latest information on our Facebook page.